Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are entering the concluding 22nd chapter of Tripura Rahasya. I am confident that you all must have forgotten what we have done up to 21 chapters. So just a recap, then we'll enter here. In the 21st chapter, there was a beautiful story. There was a king, he has two sons. One was Rukmangada, second was Hemangada. And both of them were very wise, very intelligent, well read in the scriptures. Once they went for some kind of fun in the forest for hunting. After that was done, they got a news that there is one Brahma Rakshas on a particular tree near a lake. He is always demanding a challenge in scriptural knowledge. So he is ready to have Shastrartha discussion on the scriptures. And if the person is defeated by the Brahma Rakshas, he will eat him. Okay? So this younger son of the king, he said, hey, I like this kind of thing. Let us have fun. I'll defeat him. I know more than anybody. So he went there along with his brother and he was defeated. So the Brahma Rakshasa said, now after many, many years and months, I got good food. Now I'm going to enjoy. So the elder brother said, look here, I am his brother. You defeat me also. And then you will have much more food. Then you eat both of us. So when he said, no, I can't wait now. After a great time, I got a good food. After, let me finish this, then I'll see about it. No way, please. And then he also continues. And he was asked so many questions. And all his questions were answered perfectly by this elder brother. And then he said, yes, I accept my defeat. And then that Brahma Rakshas was manifested, converted into a great wise man. So he said, hey, how come? What happened to you? Then he told, I was very arrogant and I was always arguing with the Mahatmas. And once it so happened, I have um, defeated one great Mahatma only on the strength of argument and not on the foundation of scriptural authority. Therefore, his disciple got angry. You are insulting my guru, therefore I curse you. You will become Brahma Rakshas. So then naturally he got frustrated. So the guru was always compassionate. He said, okay, if you are able to defeat anybody, you will be able to eat that person. Till then, you will remain hungry. And now the things are over, so I have come back to my own position. This is my story. So they say, okay, let's go. He said, no, now I want to ask you something. How come you are so well established in knowledge? How come you are busy in doing the worldly things? Because the rule is that Jnanagni Dagda Karmanam, he who is well versed in scriptures, he has no karma. But you are living like an ordinary person doing karma. What is this? Please tell me. With that, that particular chapter, first 21st chapter over. Then in the second, that is 22nd chapter, now we come back to our story. Bhagwan Dattatreya and Parshuramji. Shrutvaikam Rakshasakatham Ramo Mrugokuloddhavaha Punaha Papracha Avadhutam Kulesha Prashrayashrayah Bhagavan Kim Tena Prushtam Shapa Mukta Dvijena Vai Hemangena Kim Proktam Manyate Tanme Krupaya Vada Kautukyam Atyanta Atraham Na Tadalpam Bhavet Kvachit Iti Prushta Puna Praha Dattatreyo Dayaparaha. So, Shrutva evam Rakshasa Katham. When the story of this Brahma Rakshasa was heard by Parshuramji, Bhrugotkulodbhava, he again asked the question, Sir, kindly tell me, what was the inquiry again conducted by that Brahmana who was cursed to be a Brahma Rakshas? And what were the replies given by the Hemangada who has replied all his questions? That you have not told. You simply said he asked and his questions were over. But what were they? I want to know. Kautukyam atyantam atraha. I got a great inquiry. What could be that? Because of which they were liberated from that catch. So, Bhagwan Dattatreya Dayaparaha, again out of compassion, he replied. Na prushtah kasyachit bruyat na cha anyayena cha pruchhatah janan apihi medhavi jadaval lokamacharet. In Sannyasa Upanishad, this mantra comes, where it is said, the intention and the ability and the quality of the question person who is asking the question is to be assessed before replying any question. But if the person is asking question only for argument, logic, why, or to show our knowledge, then janan api, although one knows, jadaval lokamacharet, see, IDK. See? Such a Mahamantra it is. Therefore, here Bhagavan Dattatreya knew that he is a sincere seeker, and therefore Rama tatte pravakshami mahartham tat prabhashitam tataha papracha vasuman hemangam upastitam. So that Brahmin, his name was Vasuman, and he again asked this Hemanga the questions. Rajaputra kim aham idam pruchami tvam samiraya aham ashtaka yogishat taz jnanasis aditaha. See, he says, now I want to ask you some question. Hey Rajaputra, because that yogi who has cursed me, he was Ashtaka and he knew this thing. So kindly tell me that. In reply to this, then Bhuyastat Tvaya Ukta cha Samyak Viditam Param Kintu Jnata Tattvasya Katham Stitiriyam Bhavet. Jnata Tattva, you know the truth. What is the truth? The truth is Ekameva Dvitiya Neha Nanasti Kinchana. There is no sense of otherness. This world is an illusion. If you are abiding in this truth, how come you are engaging yourself into activities? So, samyak viditam param, kintu jnata tattvasya katham stitiyam bhavet, katham jnata suvidneyo vyavahara parayanaha, dhvanta prakashayo yadvad, stiti ekatra samyak bhavet. Like the light and the darkness cannot stay together, in the same manner, a wise man and engage in activities. It is contradiction. So, how this is possible? Etanme raja tanaya bruhi samyak yatha sitam ityaprushta praha hemangastam brahmanottamam. In this manner, when this Vasuman asked question to Hemanga, he said, Brahman, this is very beautiful. Brahman, te bhrantihi adyapi na samyak pravinashita. You are still confused. You think that you have studied the scriptures. You think, yeah, I have done Upanishad and Gita and Bhagavad and Mahabharata and Yoga Vasishta. You say, I have studied everything. This is what we come across many people. They study, and again, the question is what? Swami, how to do sadhana? Hang yourself with the legs up and head down. Urdhva moolam adashakam. First thing we told you very clearly, sadhana is not done. Anything which is done, it ends. Anything which is created is destroyed. Therefore, the example that we give is simpler than the simplest example. What sadhana, effort, time will be required for the husband to be a man? Tell me. Has the husband come out somewhere and landed on the man, he became husband? Has the husband come out of the man like the pimples come on the girl's face? क्या हो गया? Husband बाहर आ गया. No. Where is he? So, therefore, he clearly says, Brahman te bhranti hi adyapi na samyak pravinashita vyavaharena kim jnanam badhate swatma sambhavam. When you know yourself, will that knowledge be denied when you are engaged in activities? How important it is to understand. We do not require anybody's certification to know ourselves. Whether I am cooking, or I am giving a talk, or I am walking on the road, if somebody asks me, excuse me, what is your name? I don't know, let me try. No. See? Therefore, vyavaharena kim jnanam badhyate swatma sambhavam. You can never have the following experiences. Number one, no experience of birth. Number 2, no experience of growth. Number 3, no experience of death. Number 4, no experience of your own absence. You know what happened? When I'm cooking, I forget that I'm a doctor, and therefore, um, instead of putting the vegetable, I put the antibiotics. No, how important it is. Therefore, व्यवहार वशात्तु ज्ञानम बाधते च ततः कथम पुरुषार्थस्य लाभः स्यात् सम्यक प्रज्ञान में एवै. Therefore, if you think that this will happen, that because of this knowledge one will not be able to know oneself, and therefore he will not be able to conduct himself in this world. See? सर्वोपि व्यवहारोऽयं ज्ञानमाश्रित्य संभवेत् तज्ज्ञानं बाध्यते केन कथं तन्मे समीरय. Tell me, everything is happening in knowledge. But this is another important principle. All gain or loss is only in knowledge. If there is no knowledge, there is neither gain nor loss. One of my friend, he took his wife for medical checkup. And he himself was simply sitting outside waiting for the doctor to finish. There were some boards. In the hospitals, they have got, lot of publicity. If you are above 55, you should check your heart. So he thought, anyway, I am more than 55. Let me check it out. And he checked. And it was a serious case. 80% blocked. So when they checked, doctor said, you get admitted, she's okay. See, friends, therefore, he had this problem, is only known, then only it is existing. Till then it was not existing. Therefore, knowledge can never be denied. Knowledge is not against anything. Are our vision, our eyes, against any particular color? No. Particular form? No. See, unless we understand correctly what is knowledge, our understanding of knowledge is only the knowledge gathered through the thoughts. But the truth is thought-free knowledge. This is what was the mistake of their Vasuman. So, सर्वोपि व्यवहारोऽयं ज्ञानमाश्रित्य संभवेत् तस् ज्ञानं बाध्यते तेन कथं तन्मे समीरय. So kindly tell me that this wrong notion that I have, please kindly help me to get out of it. So, this self that I am, it can never be denied. If this happens, see, the teacher says, व्यवहारवशात् तु ज्ञानं बाधते च ततः कथं पुरुषार्थस्य लाभः स्यात् स्वप्रज्ञानसमेन वै. सर्वोपि व्यवहारोऽयं ज्ञानमाश्रित्य संभवेत् तज्ज्ञानं बाध्यते केन कथं तन्मे समीरय. How it is possible? ज्ञानं तदेव हि भवेत् यत्रैव भासते जगत्. Everything is existing only in knowledge. That which is known, that only exists. This mic stand and the mic, they don't know each other. There is no existence for both of them. It is established by the third factor, the knowledge. Therefore, one rule in Shastra is, unless there is a knower, knowledge cannot happen. There are two chairs next to each other and some moto is coming. So will they say, hey, moto is coming. I'm going to move this way. I'm going to... No, it doesn't happen. So one part is the inert aspect, chairs. Second is the knower, the sentient aspect. Therefore, everything is existing only in knowledge. See, be attentive. Everything is existing in knowledge, but in deep sleep, nothing exists. Maharaj, in deep sleep, we also know the absence of waking and dream. So these three experiences, Jagrat and Swapna, waking and dream, they are bhavatmak. Everything is. Absence is not an object. See? Absence of what? No absence. No. See? So, absence of what? What is our deep sleep experience? Absence. Absence of waking and dream. So, in the waking and dream, we are having the experience of something is present. In the deep sleep experiences, they are absent. Jagra Swapna. Then who are we? We are supporting both the presence as well as the absence. And therefore, we go beyond presence and absence. This knowledge can never be denied. And therefore, whether you are actively involved in the world or you are completely withdrawn from the world, it has nothing to do with the truth that you are. This is the meaning. Imagine all the great masters, because of the knowledge, they become stone-like. Where from the scriptures would have come? Bhagwan Shankaracharya moved the world around. Do you think that he was ignorant? These wrong notions should be corrected. And this was the purpose of this. So, jnanam tadeva hi bhaved yatredam bhasate jagat. So, wherever there is something recognized, there the knowledge is. Okay? You tell a child, hey, go and see in that room who is there. There is nobody. How do you say? No, there is nobody, I think. Don't think, go and see. So he will go there and say, now there is nobody. Therefore, this jnanam tadev hi bhaved yatredam bhasate jagat. Wherever there is a world, there is knowledge. And sankalpad vivaharo hi jnane sarvam prakashate. Therefore, all the vivahar, all the things are happening only because of the sankalpa, because of the thoughts. So, pure conscious existence expresses as life, life expresses as mind, mind expresses as the sense organs express as the worldly objects. These steps, remember. So, go back. When worldly objects are no issue for us, we have taken one step towards ourselves. When we are no more slaves of our sense organs, we have gone beyond them, we have come to the mind. If we are not obsessed by the likes and dislikes through wisdom, we are crossed the mind barrier and come to the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the seat of I. Now this I is not all the time available, only during waking. Deep sleep samadhi, I is not available, but the life continues to be. So from the I, we come to the life principle. And life is manifest, unmanifest. But the truth which is expressing as life is ever the same. This is the journey. The journey is not in time. The journey is not in space. In this journey, we don't begin. In the journey, we don't end. In the journey, there is no movement. This is the meaning. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Dekho Maharaj. This is a very deep topic. And therefore, like the shlok which I told yesterday evening, Sahajavastha is this. Uttama Sahajavastha. Whenever we are normal, there are no efforts involved. See? Those who are hard of hearing, they have to put lot of efforts to listen. And because they put lot of efforts, they are tired. Then why waste time? Go to sleep. See? So, Sahajavastha is what? Our natural being. Our natural being is what? Again, come back. Same example. Natural being is the illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined. The vision illuminate all the colors and forms. They are not influenced by them. Their presence or absence makes no difference. Recognize this. Whether there are 100 people in front of our eyes or there are 1,000 people or there is nobody, it makes no difference to the vision. Is it not our experience? Whether it is waking or a dream or deep sleep, what difference it makes? We continue to be the same. This knowledge is not the thought knowledge, but the thought-free knowledge. Our experience is experience of, knowledge of. Drop that off. Experience without experiencer. See, my friends, therefore, ज्ञानम तदेव ही भवेद यत्रेदम भासते जगत संकल्पाद व्यवहारो ही ज्ञाने सर्व प्रकाशते. So, the pure knowledge, the conscious existence, when expressing as the thought, then all the things are happening. But because of whatever may be the thought, joy, sorrows, gain, loss, is all in the sankalpa. All of them are illuminated by the same knowledge. Therefore, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, these are very deep verses, don't just brush them away. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhayo yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Means what? If you take your experiences of life, they are always pertaining to the complementary opposites. Jaya, parajaya, victory, gain, or loss. Then gain and loss, joy and sorrows. Same krutva. That means do not get influenced by them. Meaning there is a joy, but don't have to jump out of the skin. There is a misery, don't have to go below the mud. No. Relax. In short, let there be experience, but no experiencer. Have we ever asked anybody a question? Excuse me, do I exist? Not possible. This unquestionable experience is the truth. And once this happens, it cannot be repeated. It cannot be denied because infinite cannot be repeated. Okay? Therefore, sankalpad vivaro hi jnane sarvam prakashate. Then asankalpena tad rupam anulaksha dhiya sakrut. See? Asankalpena. Now, sankalpa is what? This is a mic. I know this is a mic. Now, this is all happening in the mind. Now, whether the object is there or not, meaning asti nasti, whether something is or something is not, does it make any difference to me? Therefore, asankalpena. Asankalpena means thought-free knowledge. When we cannot have the experience of our absence, is it necessary to say, I am that? One person asked me this question, Swamiji, have you read that book? Which book? I am that. I said, I don't read rubbish books. Do you mean? He said, yes. I said, why? That is written by, that is attributed to Nisargadatta Maharaj. And you say, yes, I am that. Why you have to tell I am that? It is something like, one gross example. I keep on telling everybody, hey, do you know I'm a man? I'm not a woman, okay? I'm a man. See, don't you see? I got a beard. I'm a man. I'm not a woman. What people will say? We are not doubting. Why you are doubting yourself? Apply the same principle. When we do not have the experience of our absence, what is the need to say, I am that? Asti, nasti. Go beyond that. He says, Swami ji, आपने बोलना ही बंद कर दिया. मौज पे रहो. What is there to talk? Asankalpena tadrupam anulaksha diya sakrut. Sakrut means at least once, only once. The thought-free experience. Jagrat, waking is the thoughtful experience. Dream is a thoughtful experience. Deep sleep is explained in two ways. According to yoga, deep sleep is a thought. What is the object of the thought in deep sleep? Abhava pratyaya lambana vrittihi nidra. Nidra, sleep, is that where absence of the waking and dream is the thought. So when it is said thought free, means what? Neither the waking nor the dream nor the deep sleep. When you deny these three, you are not negated, you continue to be. Asankalpena tadrupam anulaksha dhiya sakrut. Therefore, instead of struggling in your meditation and japa and all that, don't get lost into that. See? Suppose you are sitting while japa and not having it, chhod do. Take jhadu in the hand, clean the house. See? The mind will say, okay, I'll do japa. Don't become obsessed. See? Just relax. Why we do? Number one, we are under fear psychosis. If I don't do my japa, what will happen? Nothing happen. Nobody wants your japa. Even Bhagwan doesn't want. Stop it. Subah se laga diya, Ram, 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 Ram. Keep quiet. See? Relax, man. Relax. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Questions are always asked about something which is other than ourselves. You cannot have any question whether I am or I am not. You cannot have. There is asankalpena tadrupam anulaksha diya sakrut. Only once we have to know ourselves. Then krutarthaha bandha nirmuktaha bhavati iti sunishchaya. You have attained fulfillment in life. Only one. Only finite are repeated. Infinite cannot be repeated. Therefore, make infinite as an object of your experience. So, object means the world. Now, what is the world? Nama Rupa. Name and the form is the world. Forms are outside. Now, this is a mic. This is a form. Now, this mic doesn't know its name is mic. I know. So, the mic is included in both the places. Where the mic is outside and the name of the mic is inside. Therefore, where is the world? World is not only outside. World is both outside, inside. So if the world is name and the form, Nama Rupatmak, and if the world is outside, inside, then what will be the infinite? Absence of the world. So make one of the two as absence. Okay. So name, sounds, words. Absence of the words or sounds will be silence. Words are many, silence is one. Words are created, they end. Silence is not created, never ends. Because silence is infinite. So make silence as the object of your experience. And when you sincerely remain in this awareness, you will see, you will be hearing so many things. These are all the tricks of the mind. So, how to listen to silence? Remain indifferent to all the sounds. Meaning, sounds are heard, but hearer is not born. How it is possible? As you listen to satsanga, so we listen to the world. Satsanga tells us, you are Brahman. मजाक कर रहे. You are Beokuf. Why do you call me Beokuf every before? Because I know. Hey friends. Therefore, Sakrut, at least once, asankalpena tadrupam anulaksha. No sankalpa. Only once. Therefore, spend whatever time you can in these two lines. One, do not talk to yourself. And second thing, listen to silence. That experience sankalpena तद्रूपम अनुलक्ष्य धिया सकृत कृतार्थः बंध निर्मुक्तः भवति. You attain fulfillment in life. Remember this simple rule. Any question which erupts in our mind is taking us far away from ourselves. Any question. Because do we have question or doubt about our being? Cannot. Because being and knowing are one. You know, one of our book, knowing is being. Therefore, it cannot have a question. We can have a question. Hey, I had to go to that place. How far it is? Question is possible. We cannot have a question about our being. Therefore, lesser the questions we entertain, closer we are to the truth. Now this experience is not corrupted, is not contaminated, is not diluted when we are actively engaged in this world. See? The mother is doing so many things, but she's again in touch with her child wherever a child is. Therefore, bandha nirmuktaha kritarthaha, you have attained fulfillment. Tasmad Brahman te prashna sammatoyam subuddhibihi. तस्मात् ब्रह्मन् नते प्रश्नः, इट इज नते प्रश्नः सम्मतोयम सुबुद्धिभिः पुनस्तं प्राह वसुमान नृपसूनु महाशय. He said, hey Brahman, hey Panditji Maharaj, your question is invalid. This is not entertained by the wise people. What was the question? If you know the truth, how do you get involved in activities in life? You'll see these are the things you can learn everywhere. For us, what was it means, when I'm sitting quiet, I can sit. Swamiji, how many hours you sit for meditation? I said, I never sit for meditation. Never. I thought sit, Baba, half an hour every day. Sit. Oh. So half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. Basic should be clear. Meditation is not done. We have to live 24/7 in meditation. Because what is meditation? According to our misunderstanding, no movement. So you sit like a stone. And that is only, I can sit for half an hour. How much you can sit? I don't. Therefore, Subuddhivihi, hey Brahman, te prashnaha na sammataha ayam. Wise people don't entertain this kind of foolish questions. Punaha tam praha vasuman nrupasunum mahashayan. Again, he asked the question. Satyam Rajkumarai etan maya pitham sunishchitam sarupam nirvikalpam hi samvedanam ihochyate savikalpatvaname सविकल्पत्वम आपन्ने पुनर्भ्रांति कुतो नहीं विकल्प एव ही भ्रांति यथा रज्जो भुजगम्मः. Now it's beautiful. He says, agreed now. When the knowledge is there is no doubt it cannot be corrupted. Agreed. But the question is, savikalpatvam apanne. But you don't remain all the time without any sankalpa, vikalpa. You are living in this world. You have to talk, you have to go here and there, you have to take food. While taking food, you have to achar nahi hai kya? It goes on. So what was the, now see, these are very subtle points. Because of the sankalpa, the delusion, confusion comes. That knowledge which is free from the impurity of sankalpa, that is the truth. Now the wise man, he is conducting himself in this world, he is conducting only through the agency of the sankalpa. I want to go there, I want to do this thing, I don't think I can do it. These are all sankalpa. So when, after knowing the truth, after experiencing the truth, when the wise man is conducting as you are conducting, hey Rajkumar, when you are conducting, will not again the delusion come back? This is the question. Because you only told, sankalpa creates problem. And a wise man, when he is conducting himself like you are conducting in this world, there will be sankalpa, then again you will be deluded. So again you have to get realized, again you will be deluded. What is this? Please, I am confused. Tell me. How deep is the inquiry? Therefore, this Tripura Rahasya is the ultimate on the spiritual path. The Sarupam Nirvikalpa Satyam Rajkumara Etan Maya Apitam Sunishchitam Sarupam Nirvikalpam hi Samvedanam Ihochate Savikalpatvan Samikalpatvam Apanne Punaha Bhranti Kuto Nahi. Again the Savikalpa, that means thoughts come. Why there will not be a delusion? Vikalpa eva hi Bhranti Yatha Rajjo Bhujangamaha. Because whenever some optional things happen, like the rope is optionally recognized as the snake because the rope was not known. So we are given option. Our mind has given option. I don't know what it is, but it may be a snake because of the sankalpa. If you have not seen the rope, no sankalpa will come. But when you are conducting yourself in this world, sankalpa vikalpa will come. Then there will be delusion. And the samsara will not be negated. So, Shrunu Brahman. Now the Rajkumar answers so beautifully. Shrunu Brahman. Na janasi brahma abrahma vinirnayam. You have not understood what is the meaning of delusion, what is the meaning of wisdom. How nice it is. Shrunu Brahman. Na janasi brahma abrahma vinirnayam. Do you know what is the meaning of delusion and no delusion? Gagane nilaya bhati gaganam janatamapi. Even when you know that the sky, the space has no color, yet when you look at it, it will be seen as blue. How simple it is. No, since I knew that, space has no color, so when I see only no blue color. Where it is? Therefore, Gagane Nilima Bhati Gaganam Janatamapi. He who knows, to him also the blueness appears. Now, Vivaharam Chukurvanti Nilam Nabha iti Kwachit. And they say also, oh, today was blue sky, clean. They also say, and then Tavad Tavadaivatu Tajnanam na Bhranti Abhidiyate. Now, because the wise man who knows the sky has no color, because he says the blue sky does not mean he is deluded. He is talking the language what we understand. See? Similarly, the example which I given a number of times. We stand in front of the mirror. What is our experience and what is the experience of a dog? The dog will take the reflection as real and then want to get freedom from the reflection. Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. I don't want the second person. So then I have to do sadhana. First of all, fight, nothing happens. Then I think I should do some better sadhana. So let me do yoga. And then he started with the doga. See? Dog doing the yoga is called a doga. And even then that reflection is not going, oh God, what to do now? Let me do pranayam. Then he does bhatrika. Even then it is not going. See? And then he is doing different kind of asanas. Surya Namaskar. You have seen, next time you see the dog, when they get up from the sleep, they do Surya Namaskar. Only one, not 12. Not good. And then he start doing the japa sadhana. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Again, oh, still there. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. I think I had to do the japa for millions of times. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. He may do anything. He cannot work out. See, friends, here also the same thing. You don't have to do anything. Recognition of the illusion as illusion is the only way to get out of illusion. Don't have to do anything. Illusions cannot be negated. They cannot be destroyed. What we call technically badha. Badha means although appearing, yet not taken as real. Badha. So for the wise people, this world is experience badha vrittya. So they are experiencing living in this world. But as we take this world to be so real, they do not get lost in this world on the foundation of reality. Friends. So, vyavaharam च kurvanti nilam nabha iti kachid tavadev tu tajnanam na bhranti abhidhiyate. Because they are telling the sky is blue, that doesn't mean that they are deluded. And therefore, my dear friend, atadvadne hi sa bhranti tatvadne sa prama eva. For the ignorant person, accepting the sky as blue is a delusion. But the same experience of the sky as blue is the wisdom for the wise man. See the difference? So, atadvenne hi sa bhranti, tatvenne sa prama eva hi hata pramanya jivam taj jnanam mrutamaha ahivat. And then, because they are seeing the sky blue, they don't take it as a blue, therefore, no impact of that. Like a dead snake is seen, but it doesn't harm us. In the same manner, for the wise man, this world appears, but it is like a dead snake. Live snake is also seen as a snake, dead snake is also seen. In the same manner, this dynamic world is just like this. Okay, बहुत बढ़िया, very nice. Now the question comes, then why this wise man is getting engaged in this world? Life is a time pass. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Be attentive. If you are watching some serial, and if you get a thought, I am wasting my time, I should not watch it, I should do the japa. You are going the wrong way. Let there be no guilt precipitated on your mind in and through all expressions of life. I looked at him with a bad intention. Guilt. Eyes are seeing. Nothing happens to eyes. Don't get identified with the eyes. This is so simple. Eyes see colors and forms, not getting influence. Sense organs functional or not functional, mind is not influenced. Whether likes or dislikes, intellect is not disturbed. Whether intellect manifests in waking dream or unmanifests in deep sleep, the Chetana is not disturbed. Whether Chetana or Jada, sentient or inert, nothing matters to the pure consciousness. Again and again, do this wari. You know, in Maharashtra, they do Pandharpur wari. They start from Anandi, Dhaneshwar Maharaj Samadhi, and they go to Pandharpur. Do this Samadhi. Nyasya pramaiva tas jnanam ajnanasya tu brahmatmakam. That which is objectless awareness for the wise. Now be attentive. Prama means what? Prama means objectless awareness. How? I am seeing the blue color in the sky. I know very well the sky is not blue, yet I call it that it is a blue sky. This is the prama, means what? Although the object is seen, it is non-existent. Brahma satyam jagan mithya, jivo brahmaiva naparaha. So although this world is experienced by us very much, it is a prama, it is objectless awareness if we do not give the status of reality to this world. See? And when we do not give reality status to the world, what will be our life's expression? Take few examples. Like, we play with the children. Carom. Now, kids are expert, we don't know. So what we do? We use our jugaad technology. So, divert his attention. Hey, whose picture is that? He looks at it. I did it. That's why I'm telling you. Sakshat Anubhav. See, friends. And then you are caught. Then he starts crying. Swami is a cheat. And I okay, I will not do it next time. Okay. Then the same technique, I put it in his pocket without his knowledge. He is very happy. Now for the child, victory or defeat is an issue. For me, it's a time pass till the food is ready to keep this Rakshas busy. Nothing else. Hey friends, don't give too much importance to anything in this world. Relax. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to achieve, nothing to lose. Therefore, atadvadnehi prama bhranti, tadvadne sa prama evahi. So this knowledge becomes a delusion for the fools or ignorant, but for the wise it is the pure knowledge. Hata pramanya jivam tad jnanam mruta mahahivat. See? Hata pramanya jivam tad jnanam mrutam ahivat. Ahi means the snake. So for the wise man, this world is like a dead snake. Because the moment it is recognized, Hatha Pramanya, by proper understanding and inquiry, when the reality status of the world is denied, it is as dead as a dead animal or dead snake. Meaning what? Like we see in the mirror, stones are reflected, animals are reflected, water is reflected, movement is reflected, stagnation is reflected, running is reflected, everything is reflected. But does it mean because they are seeing they are real? See, friends, when they insist on the Sankalpa Rahita Jnanam, what does it mean? That knowledge which does not involve the involvement of thoughts. Only this much you try. Thought-free knowledge. Now see the beauty. It is not achievement. It is our natural status. Because we are so much buried under thinking. And therefore, for a few moments, if our mind is quiet, we feel, oh, today's meditation was very good, Nice, ban gaya tha. Pakode hai kya? Relax. See, in this only 18th chapter, if I remember correctly, this Hema Lekha tells her husband disciple, Hema Chud, very clearly. He was sitting in meditation. She, being wife, went and sat next to him and hugged him. She said, "See, you only taught me all these things and you are again becoming extrovert." No, we must meditate. She started laughing. Why are you laughing? Please tell me, what do you get when you close the eyes? And what do you lose when you open the eyes? And that too also the Shambhavi Mudra. Don't do all that abnormalities. Relax. The more you become clear about this thing. So, Nyasya prama eva tajnanam ajnanasya tu brahmatmakam. So, what is recognized as the divine presence by the wise man in the totally diversified world, that is recognized by the ignorant as a delusion. He takes, oh, this is really is not real. Friends, therefore, Nyasya prama eva tajnanam ajnanasya brahmatmakam. For the ignorant person, when they give the status of reality to the world, it is delusion. And the same world is seen, experienced by the wise man, but he recognizes that as an illusion, therefore it is knowledge or wisdom. Object is the same, no difference. How you take it? There was a husband and wife, they had a son. So, his 5th or 6th birthday they wanted to celebrate big way. The husband was little wild type. He said, you know, when I come back in the evening, don't tell him. What? I'll put the mask of a tiger and put on the cloth like this, knock the door and come on the knees. And then you don't open, let him open. And then when he will see, I'll say, oh, and he will be frightened, there will be fun and all that. Oh, wild father, no? Can't he think something better? So the wife was smart. They said, okay, okay. And she told the son. And then, evening time, he, poor fellow, he came properly, done everything, knocked the door. And then she told, Beta, go and see who has come. So he went, opened the door, and coolly came and sat on the tiger. And so the father was surprised. They wanted to give surprise to the child, but father was surprised. How come you are not afraid? Mummy told me. When you know the illusion as an illusion, you can never be influenced, man. We give the status of reality to this useless world. That doesn't mean you have to go to Himalayas there. No need. See, this is Tripura Rahasya. Otherwise, Kurute, Ganga, Sagar, Gamanam, Vrata Paripalan. And after they go there, they start fighting with the Pandiji. If they go to Badrinath, we went somewhere many years before. So, for after darshan, we had to eat. So, we went to one restaurant. Dosha khaye and dosha khao. So, those days, dosha used to be in a city, maybe for 8 annas or 10 annas maximum. So, when we went there and bill, so he said, per dosha 5 rupees. Now, one Saudi, you know Saudi? South Indian. One Saudi got so angry, you are looting us here. And wow, that. So the Shopkeeper looked at me. I winked and said, don't worry. Then he said, okay, you are all my guests. You go today. I will not take money from you. Now what remained for him? He is ready to give free. Swami, why are you doing like this? I said, look here. He is here for earning money. He is not here for charity. Here every small little thing they have to bring 50 miles away on the horseback. It is not free coming over here. But you are comparing हमारे मैसूरू में 100 रुपये भी मिलता है यहाँ तो अरे राम राम go there. Friends, therefore, when we are able to recognize this truth of this world, don't give too much importance, value to anything. जैसा ऐसा ठीक है. So, यस्य प्रमा एव तद अज्ञानस्य भ्रमात्मकम ज्ञानिनाम ज्ञानम एवं स्याद सर्वोपि व्यवहारकः. And therefore, wise people, although they are dynamically involved in this world, but they are not entangled in any activity. Like when we are playing with the kids, we play, but we are having no concern about victory or defeat. Then why we play? Time pass. Why we are come over here? Time pass. There is no other purpose. Because you don't get anything from me, isn't it? You don't get anything. Ashirwad. You know that photo style? This should be nearer or away. Or it should be like this. Inside, snuff. All that drama has no meaning at all. Don't get carried away by that. See? So, दर्पण प्रतिबिंबानां व्यवहारेण सम्मितः अभिज्ञानमतो भूयः नहि भ्रान्ते समुद्भवः. दर्पण प्रतिबिंबानां व्यवहारेण सम्मितः. So their wise man's conduct in this world is like we are interacting with the mirror. How do we interact with the mirror? The purpose for what we are standing in front of the mirror, makeup is done properly, all that. But we don't take that as real. In the same manner, function in this world, normal, like any average person. This is one of the most important thing, my friends. Spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. Don't become extraordinary. Because the more burden you carry on your head, the more problematic it is. A spiritual seeker should not have too many do's and don'ts attached to his life. Have minimum rules. Not too many of them. Otherwise, the whole life goes only in this thing. See? Protect yourself from yourself first and then from the world. केवला ज्ञान जनितम ज्ञानेन विनिवर्तते दोषेण जनितम कस्मात् विलीये ज्ञान मात्रतः. केवल अज्ञान जनितम ज्ञानेन विनिवर्तते. This is very important principle. Whatever is the creation born out of wrong notions can be corrected only by right understanding. How simple rule it is. That which is created ajnanena, by apurna jnanena, by the wrong notion, that can be corrected only by right understanding. All the relational problems are because of misunderstanding. All of them. They can be corrected only by right understanding. There is no way out. See? And doshena janitam kasmat. But if something is created because of some fault, here the example is given, Kasmat viliye jnanamatrataha. If something is created because of some problem, example is given. Ataha eva taimirikaha pashez jnanam api dvayam. Suppose somebody is having, the squint, and because of the squint, he knows it is one object, and yet he is seeing two. So that appearance of the two, because of the defect in the eyes, cannot be corrected by the knowledge. It will continue to be seen as two. But that which is created as something out of ignorance, that alone can be negated by the right knowledge. See, my friends. Rest tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.